Hi, I'm Chris from CKS. I'd like to spend a couple minutes today talking with you about basic brush care. Okay? Now, one of the worst things that you can do, and it does not matter whether it is a natural bristle brush or a synthetic brush, doesn't matter whether it's long handle or short handle, okay, is to take and run your brush under scalding hot water with very caustic dish detergent, scrubbing it in there like this. You will prematurely wear your brushes out. Some of you, I know, have a very non-precious attitude towards brushes. You leave them lying around, paint dries in them, you leave them standing in buckets of sludge and mud in your studios. So be it. This video is designed for people who want to get a little extended life for their hard-earned money, okay? Now, you don't have to spend a ton of money to get good quality brushes, but there's no reason to be wasteful either, okay? So, what I would recommend is that you use a product like Pink Soap. Now, we carry this, but there are a lot of different brands on the market. Whether you buy from us or you buy a different brand, there's a purpose for these. These are pH neutral. They don't contain solvents. They don't, they have no alkali products in them. And they are both a brush cleaner and a brush conditioner. If you are an acrylic painter, then simply clean your brushes in in warm water, either with mild dish detergent if you don't use a brush cleaner, or use lukewarm water with a brush conditioner and simply massage it in, clean the acrylic paint out of there, and then you can leave a little bit of the brush conditioner in there and reshape your brushes and let them dry, okay? For those of you that are acrylic painters that let your acrylic paint dry in the brush itself, they also make a product called Power Wash. Now, this stuff is pretty heavy duty, and it will definitely remove dried acrylic paint from synthetic brushes only. Do not use them with natural bristle. This product is too harsh. It will destroy natural bristle brushes, okay? For those of you that are oil painters, there are some things that are useful for you. If you are someone who paints in your studio exclusively, then storing your brushes and transporting them is not an issue for you. An old coffee can, putting your brushes in there is just fine. But if you're a student or somebody who likes to paint out in nature on location, and you're an oil painter, then a little brush tank like this is a real useful thing to have, okay? Because it has a wire screen in the bottom of it, and what it does, as you can see, it keeps the area where you clean the brush head above the sludge and gunk at the bottom, okay? And then when your odorless mineral spirits become too cloudy, then it's time to change them. Now, I'll give you a little tip on that. Set the jar aside and let the odorless mineral spirits clarify, and let all the sludge congeal on the bottom, and carefully decant the top clear part off, and then you get better economy out of your odorless mineral spirits and also less impact on the landfills, okay? All right, so this is a good little item to have. For those of you that are oil painters, right, I would strongly recommend that you do not use turpentine. This is just my personal opinion, but what all my research shows is turpentine is highly flammable. It absorbs through healthy, unbroken skin, which means if you're using cadmium and cobalt colors, it's dragging them into your bloodstream. And also, it has very volatile fumes. It smells a lot. There's a reason that the art market has developed. These are a couple different brands of odorless mineral spirits. Now I know some of you will be tempted to go down to a hardware store and to buy odorless thinner from a hardware store. If you're using it only to clean your brushes and it works well for you, that's fine. That is a commercial or industrial grade product that is not highly refined and it has some impurities in it. I would never use a odorless thinner from a home building center to thin your oil paints. I would use artist grade odorless mineral spirits for that purpose. But again, you can do what makes you happy. For those of you that want to go that are oil painters that want to go completely solvent free, either as a matter of preference or for health reasons, you can clean brushes in light oils. This is safflower oil. This is walnut oil. Now, there are some painters out there that use very expensive Kolinsky Sable brushes, and they will only clean their brushes in walnut oil. Those are the kind of painters that, you know, more power to them if they can afford those, you know, anywhere from $200 to $1,200 brushes. And for that purpose, they don't want any contact with the solvent. But this will very effectively clean fresh oil paint and oil painting mediums out of a brush, and you can leave a little tiny bit of these oils in the brush as a conditioner for oil painters. And then you know, if you left it for a year, it would probably start to dry in the brush head, but you could clean it out with solvent. Okay? Now, another part of brush care is the transportation aspect of brushes. Again, if you're taking your brushes back and forth to a classroom or painting out in nature on location, you know, there are things you're going to want to consider. Throwing them in just a box and having them slam around is not the best care for them if you are someone that wants your brushes to last longer. You know, you can use the ubiquitous plastic art box. They work well. If you have a little bit more money, you can use, and I know I didn't take this out of the packaging, but this is a nylon zippered pouch that opens up and has nice little elastic compartments in it. It's a great little product to have. There are inexpensive products available as well. Okay, here's a bamboo roll-up that has cloth pockets in it with a little drawstring. You lay this out flat, you put your brushes in it, you roll it up, and you put the drawstring around it. Very inexpensive. This is a canvas version of that. You just open it up. This has a drawstring. Most of these usually are 12 pocket, meaning they will carry 12 brushes. They won't carry brushes generally bigger than about a size 12 or a size 16. And you generally can get these in lengths that will accommodate both long handle and short handle brushes as well. Okay? So I hope that that's been useful for you, and until next time, keep on painting and drawing the world a better place. See ya.